Well, hello, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you for a second time this Sunday evening in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. The second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. 7 kids is easier than 1 kid, and 7 projects is easier than 1 project. Yeah, for those of you that are wondering, this is my face. I had a coaching client that came in for an initial interview Friday, and I challenged him to do something that was extremely sacrificial visually with his appearance, and without him knowing, I chose the following day to shave my beard until it grows back to show that I put my money where my mouth is. So if you're wondering what happened, that's what happened. When Angela and I had our first kiddo, here's the thing. Anybody who has 1 child knows this. For most of that child's life, up until they get a little bit older, you feel like you're in this constant balance of they're either going to be the President of the United States or wind up on Jerry Springer, based on how you parent them. So the pressure with 1 child is immense because all your eggs are in that basket. You don't do anything out of the ordinary. I remember Angela, McDonald's was like, there was no McDonald's. She would go to the other side of town and buy literally 30-pound bags of, that's the Lord on my back. He's got my shoulder there. Literally, she would buy 30-pound bags of, what's that stuff called? Carrots. 30-pound bags of carrots. And she would make carrot juice for her. She just drank like carrot juice. And every time we went to H-E-B, just for a simple shopping trip, we looked like Navy SEALs invading Fallujah with all of the equipment and with all of the, the bags and the strollers and the Hummer style looking gear, because we were always wanting to make sure we had everything that we needed. Now, look at that. They say, let your light shine. Woo, baby, that looks cool. When we had the second, things changed a minute. When we had the third, things changed a minute. When we had the fourth, things changed a minute. When we had the fifth, things changed a minute. You know I'm careful every day, baby girl. Come on, I got to come home to you. Angela wouldn't let anything into our little baby's mouth as a 1 baby. By the time we had Christian, I remember coming home one time at lunch and I saw him getting something off the floor and I'm like, Angela, what is that? And she's like, don't worry, he'll poop it out. Whew, things change a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. 7 projects is easier than 1 project. And what do I mean by that? Our capacity to handle intensity and pressure and grow came because of the necessity of each child coming. People wonder how Angela and I are so productive in everything that we do and so highly focused. It's because your capacity increases. One of the greatest questions my oldest son ever asked me, he said, Dad, do you think you would have been as good of a realtor as you are if you hadn't had all of us? That was sorry about that, y'all. That was a very simple question to answer. I said, no way, son. I would not have been, because, every time Mom had another one of y'all, I had to grind a little bit harder, I had to grind a little bit farther, I had to push a little bit more, I had to increase my capacity. And my capacity increased every time Mama had one of y'all. So what happens is your capacity, sorry guys, I can't wait to get the Batmobile back. I'm in a Camaro rental car and it's lame, the dash. I had to increase my capacity to handle greater pressure, greater conflict, greater issues, greater struggles, greater provision. I had to increase my ability to handle those as we kept adding children. And it's the same thing with projects. If you're focused on 1 project, that all of your eggs are in that 1 basket, so you put all of your energies to that. I'm going to challenge you. Why don't you think about getting on an amazing workout program? Why don't you think about starting a business? Why don't you think about writing a book a little bit every day? Why don't you think about building something on the deck in your backyard? Multiple projects increases your capacity to handle those projects. You would be shocked at what you're capable of if you put that demand on yourself. Now, having all my kiddos, the demands were put on me, and that increased my capacity in all other areas. I was visiting with a friend this morning whose ability to do all kinds of things in his life has changed because he's been CrossFitting for a year. Now he knows what it's like to grind, and that health and that fitness mindset has brought him to a place now where he can do all kinds of amazing things simply because his capacity to even believe for it in the first place has increased dramatically. So I say 7 kids is easier than 1 kid because you get to roll in a new capacity. 7 projects is easier than 1 project because you are stretched to push to do more than you would normally do. You are capable of far more than you think you are. You just haven't pushed yourself. So my challenge to you is push yourself and see just how far you can go. Have a great day, guys.